Good morning again, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm not bad, sir. How about you?
I'm trying to be good.
Okay.
All right. We are supposed to begin that lesson 27.
Yes, sir.
You sure it's 27?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And lesson 27 is dealing with pronouns. And pronouns are words that we use instead of nouns. And we have looked at pronouns, chapter 9 and chapter 10. So this is just basically a review of what we have gone through, except that in this review, we gave a little bit more detail.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. So we want to look at the word another, sometime of the same kind.
So you mean I should say the Greek now?
Yes.
Okay. A loss.
Okay. That's very good. And we looked at he, she, or it.
Autos.
Autos. Okay. I.
Ego.
Ego. Okay. That or that one.
Ekainos.
Right. And remember, say equinus is a demonstrative pronoun.
Yes, sir.
It's a remote, that one and this one. We have another, usually of a different kind.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, another, usually of a different kind. Which one is what?
Eteos.
Right. Okay. And this one.
Utos.
Utas, aute,
Oh,
auto.
I did not hear. Aute tutu. Tuto, sorry.
Okay. And so we have looked at, we review pronouns already studied. We want to look at some new pronouns.
Yes, sir.
Pronouns that we have studied before, of one another.
Yes, sir. Alelon.
Allelon, genitive, singular. Of himself, herself, itself.
Eautu.
Of myself.
Emautu.
Mine.
Emos.
Emon. Okay, no one usually with moods other than the indicative mood.
Medeis, medemia, meden. In brackets, methen.
Who, which, what.
Os, o.
And we have whoever.
Udeis,
Which.
uteis, udemia, uden.
Okay. And we have yours.
Sos, se, son.
Who, what.
Tis, ti.
Okay, someone, something.
Tis, ti.
Such kind.
Toyutos, toyaute, toyuton.
Okay, look at other vocabulary like truly, adverb.
Aletos.
Very good. 2.
Duo.
12.
Dodeca.
1 single.
Well, eis, mia, en.
Is me n, yeah. And 7.
Hepta.
Hepta. And then we have expeciation. Expeciation. The other side.
Expiation.
136. Expiation.
Yes, sir. Elasmos.
It is H. Hilasmos.
Yes, elasmos.
Just as.
Katos.
I confess.
Homologue. Homologeo. Homologeo.
Homologio. Okay. I lead astray. Deceive.
Planao.
Planao. 3.
Treis.
3.
Ria.
Okay. So let's look at the purpose of pronoun. Read for me now the purpose of pronoun. What are the purpose of pronoun? We know that like prepositions show location and direction. Let us see the purpose of pronoun, which you know already, just a matter of revision.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Purpose of pronouns. The pronoun is one of the oldest parts of speech. As its name implies, it stands for a noun. The pronoun allows variety and avoids monotony. For example, one might say, I have a brother and my brother is here. But it is better to say, I have a brother and he is here.
Okay, so therefore, instead of using the word brother twice, you replace the second brother with his and say, I have a brother, I have a brother and he is here. So you replace it with a pronoun, he. Okay. Look at form.
Brother voice
So
saying something.
okay. Brother who?
Brother Roy.
Brother who?
Excuse me, sir.
Roy Overseas.
Should I be?
Are you in Canada?
No, sir. I'm in Jamaica.
Okay. No, this is not the class for you. Which is the class you say you are going to? You're supposed to go back to
One.
year 2 class.
Year 1.
No, year 2.
Year 2.
You have now moved from year 1 to year 2. So that class started this morning at 7 and it finished at 10 to 9. So next week, Tuesday, it's from 7 until 10 to 9. And we looked at lesson 9 in our book. So what you could do, you could do some revision in the meantime. And then if you have any question, anything that you don't understand, you can call lesson 9. Okay?
Okay, sir.
And you could also review the exercise and 8.7. That is the assignment that I gave. But I could basically give you 2 assignments right now, and you could basically do those as well. Okay. You could do question 16 and question, if you want to question 15 and question 14. Do those 2. 14 and 15. Okay. Brother Roy?
In lesson 9, sir.
In lesson 8. Lesson 8. So you do question
14 and 15.
right. 14 and 15 question. But and then you review question lesson 9. And if you have any questions, any question you want to ask, you can feel free to ask me.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, but the class
Um,
begins
I
on
believe
7 o'clock.
Brother Ian McIntosh is here too, sir.
Yeah, man, I spoke with him already.
Oh, okay, but he's actually on the Zoom now.
I don't know. On the Zoom?
Yeah, I decided to stop in and see.
No problem. No problem. It's no
Yeah, I
problem.
just decided to
You
stop
don't
in and see, you know.
Yeah, you don't have to pay for that. All right. So Solin, let's look
Yes,
at the
just to say,
look at
Brother Ian, we are in lesson 27.
okay. And we're looking at the form and function of the pronouns.
Oh yeah, man, I'm aware of the lesson where you're at.
Oh, okay, great, great.
All right, okay. So continue, Solin.
Yes, sir. You have all, well, form and function of pronouns. You have already learned 4 types of pronouns. The first one, personal pronouns, like ego, su, autos. Secondly, the intensive pronoun, like autos. And thirdly, demonstrative pronouns, utos and ekainos. And
And
fourth,
remember, utus and equinus are demonstrative pronouns. One is
yes,
near
sir.
and one is far. Okay, continue.
Yes, sir. And fourthly, alternative pronouns like allos and heteros. This lesson will focus on the following 6 types of pronouns.
Okay, so we are
Relative,
just okay, continue. Relative.
interrogative, indefinite, reciprocal, reflexive, and negative. Now, relative is os and hostis. Interrogative
Is ho hostis, because it's the rough breathing mark and is ho hostis,
okay.
and then you have tis.
Yes, sir. Indefinite
Alelon.
pronoun
Yes.
is tis, reciprocal, alelon, reflexive, emautu, negative, udeis, and medeis. Now the relative pronoun os is formed the first and second declension endings with a rough breathing mark, except for the neuter nominative and accusative singular, which do not have the nu.
Okay.
Now
Repeat that again so that it sink in. It says the relative pronoun hos is formed from the first and second
declension endings
okay.
with a rough
And
breathing mark.
remember nouns are Greek nouns are divided into 3 groups. Remember, we have the first declension, the second declension, and the third declension.
Yes,
and remember, we said, it's just a review. Remember, we said that we studied the second declension first because they are the what?
The easier to learn.
Right, the easier one to learn. And like we have anthropos, anthropo, anthropo, anthropon, anthrope, anthropus.
Yes, sir.
Okay, those are the singular form of it. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
therefore,
now,
okay,
sir,
so it's form from the first and second declension. Yeah. Yes.
A question. Is it saying that this pronoun is formed with this particular ending attached to certain words?
Yeah, it's from them because like us, they call like anthropos, which is nominative singular. This is hos, which is also nominative singular. You have anthropo, which is genitive ablative singular, and you have u, which is gender ablative singular. You have anthropon, which is dative locative instrumental, and you have ho, ending omega. Okay,
Yes,
and for the
sir. Like,
accusative, you have anthropon, and now you have on. What is basically saying it has the same basic endings of the second declension nouns and some of the first declension nouns.
yes,
Mainly
sir.
second declension in the masculine.
Yes, sir. But what I'm asking is that since now they have the rough breathing mark, they became like all together with the pronoun. So should we translate anthropos now as this man?
No, anthropos is basically a man or man. Okay.
When it has the rough breathing mark.
Okay, for you to say this man, you may have to put the word like the word that you which one is this?
Autos.
Autos.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
this man. If it's that man is
Ekainos.
equinox. Right.
Yes, sir.
So, but this is yes, go ahead. I will go plug in this thing.
I'm just seeking
Continue.
some explanations about what I've read a while ago, like
No,
letter
just
A.
saying that the masculine in the relative pronoun endings are just like the endings of the second declension nouns.
Oh, okay, understand. All right.
Okay.
I thought
Okay.
they were gonna be attached to words.
No.
Okay. Now,
Because remember now, pronouns have its own independent function.
yes,
And
sir,
remember
yes,
we
sir.
said the pronouns serve as to replace a
Yes, sir.
noun to avoid monotony,
Yes, sir. I know.
being repetitive, repeating the noun twice. So you
Yes.
mention the noun once, then you give a pronoun for that, to supplement, supply, whatever it is. Yeah, continue now.
Yes, sir. Now we have the singular, masculine, nominative os, genitive ablative u, dative locative instrumental o, accusative on. For the feminine, we have a, s for the genitive ablative, dative locative instrumental, we have a, and for the accusative, we have n. Now, plural, masculine plural
Hen is H-E-N. No, it's hen, because remember the word has a rough breathing mark.
Yes, sir, I know.
Notice. Yeah?
Hen, yes, sir. The H.
Yeah.
Now for the masculine plural is hoi.
Right. And you have ho, not hoi, ho.
Hoi.
It's H-O. It's
Yes,
ho,
sir.
not ho. It's H-O, because again, it has the rough breathing mark plus the acute accent mark. And so for the rough breathing mark, you're going to put H and you have ho.
Yes, sir. Since it is on the iota, it's supposed to be before the omicron. All right. Now we have hon, and we have hois, and we have us. For the feminine, we have high.
Wait. Oh, no, what? Before you go, you're going too fast. So have you done the neuter singular, which is ho, u?
Oh,
Or
I left it out, sir.
okay, yeah. Well, go back there. It is
Yes, sir.
ho.
The neuter singular,
Yes.
nominative ho, genitive ablative u, and dative locative instrumental ho and accusative ho. Now,
Oh, each
yes,
song,
sir.
because again, we set up the rough each song. All right.
Yes, sir.
I know you're not Jamaican, but you have to. Okay, continue.
Yes, sir. Masculine plural. Hoi.
Yes.
Genitive ablative. Hon. Dative locative instrumental. Hois. Accusative. Whose. Now feminine plural.
If you notice again, if you notice again, if you were to compare this with the plural second declension noun, you will see it's basically the same ending. Anthropoi, anthropon, anthropois, and anthropos, which is accusative.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Now
look
for
at
the
the feminine
feminine.
plural.
Yes, sir. We have for the nominative, high, genitive ablative, hon, dative locative instrumental, hais, accusative, has.
Right.
For the
For the
neuter
new,
plural, we have for the nominative, a, genitive
ha,
ablative.
ha, it's H-A.
Yes,
Ha,
sir.
ha,
Ha.
on, whose, and whose.
Yes, sir. Genitive ablative, hon, hon. Dative locative instrumental, hois, and accusative, ha.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Now the relative
Continue.
pronoun is used to relate one substantive to another. It
Yeah,
agrees.
I remember what it says. What was a substantive?
Substantive is the, no, what I was gonna say is antecedent. The substantive is like the word is not figured, but it is there. You have to use it.
Okay. To make it easy, you could say any part of speech that is used as a noun. So it is one substantive. You're going to relate one substantive or like one phrase or one sentence to another sentence, if it
Yes,
makes
sir.
sense to you. Like,
Yes, sir.
okay, like you have two phrases, two sentence, and you use the pronoun to match them
Yes,
perfectly.
sir. Sometimes when you
Okay,
have that and you don't have a noun for it, you can say like either that man or that woman or the
okay, it's
ones.
like, okay, look at 27.2. I have a brother and my
Ones.
brother is here. Okay,
Yes,
so you
sir.
have two substantive here. I have a brother and my brother is here. So to make it flow smoothly or connect smoothly, so I have a brother and he's here.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Now the
Continue.
word E is the antecedent.
Yes.
All right, shall
Okay.
we
So
move
look at,
on?
yeah.
All right. Now it is said that it agrees in gender with its antecedent, the substantive appearing before the pronoun, but its function determines the case. In the sentence,
Exactly.
or
Whether it is nominative, genitive, ablative, dative, locative, infinitive, accusative. Continue.
yes, sir. In the sentence, o anthropos, on or hon, ides, exulten, ectes, poleos. The person whom you saw came out of the city. On agrees, well, on agrees with its antecedent, anthropos, in gender and number. But the case is different, since It functions as a direct object in the sentence.
Continue.
All right. Often a relative pronoun is closely related to its antecedent that is attracted to the antecedent's case. Even though the case function might be different, an example may be seen in John 4, verse 14. Os,
The
dia. I think this is dia,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it's dia,
Okay.
but because us comes with a start with a vowel, then you have what is called elision has taken place there, whereby
Yes,
the I and the alpha disappear.
Yes, sir. Now we have os, dia, an, pin, ek, tu, udatos, hudatos.
Hudatos.
Yes, sir.
Hudatos.
Hudatos, un, well, who, ego, doso, auto, u, me, dipsei, eis, ton, iona.
Iona. Iona.
Yes, sir. Whoever drinks of the water that I will give him will never be thirsty. The relative pronoun who is the direct object of doso, and you accept it to be in the accusative case. However, it has been attracted to the case form of its antecedent, hudatos, and is in the ablative case.
Okay. Sometimes.
Sometimes the antecedent of a relative pronoun is not expressed but understood. For example, hon, ekais, uk, estin, su, aner. He whom you have is not your husband. John 4:18. Either he or the man is understood as the antecedent of the relative pronoun.
Right. So you could say he or the man, or you could say the one. Depends on how you want to address it, or the individual that you have.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Continue.
The indefinite relative pronoun hostis is so named.
Is hostis.
Oh, sorry, I
H-O-S.
missed the S out. Hostis
Yeah.
is so named because it is relative, or it is a relative pronoun, which includes the indefinite pronoun tis in its form. This pronoun is rare except in the nominative. It is sometimes translated like the relative ho, but also as whoever, especially when used with an. Example, hostis, dia, an, nesetai, me, whoever shall deny me. Matthew 10:33. Its form in the nominative are singular, like hostis, hetis, hoti, plural. Well, for the plural, hotines, haitines, haitina. Well, haitina, this one. Now letter.
Yes.
Beg your pardon?
Yes. And
can you repeat that, sir? I did not hear you.
Haitina. Yeah.
Oh, yes, haitina.
Hello?
Yes, sir, I hear you now. Haitina.
Yes.
All right.
Let's look at the interrogative pronoun now, the
Yes, sir.
forms.
The interrogative pronoun tis means who or what and utilizes the third declension endings.
Okay, so
Now,
this means who or what. Again, the context will tell you whether you should translate this as who or whether this should be translated as what.
yes, sir.
Continue.
But according to what we have seen already, sometime you may not have it, but the semicolon will tell you that it is an interrogative sentence, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, interrogative pronoun, nominative singular, masculine nominative singular, tis, genitive
Masculine
ablative.
and feminine. No, you have the masculine and feminine have the same form, tis,
Oh, okay,
and you
okay.
have the tinos, tini, tina.
Yes, sir.
And then you have the neuter. Yeah, continue.
Neuter, ti, tinos, tini, ti. And
Right.
for the masculine and feminine plural, we have tines, tinon, tisi, tinas.
Okay.
Or we have the removable nu for dative, locative, and instrumental. Now for the neuter plural, we have tina, tinon, tc with the movable nu, and we have for the accusative tina.
But notice you have three tinas there. You have tina in the accusative masculine, singular, and you have tina in the neuter plural, nominative, and you have tina in the accusative plural as well.
I
How
believe
would you?
singular.
Yeah, no, you have two plural and one singular. How would you differentiate them in a sentence?
I believe with the context.
Right, you're on the right track. Yeah, with the context.
Yes, sir.
The context and sometimes the noun that it is used with, because if it is in the singular tina, then you know so the noun there will be singular. If it is
Yes,
in
sir.
the if it's in the neuter plural, whether nominative or accusative, obviously the noun will be plural because the pronoun is plural.
Yes, sir.
So pay close attention to the context and to the noun that it is used with. Continue.
Yes, sir. Just a moment.
Yeah.
The indefinite pronoun this is declined similar to the interrogative pronoun, except that it usually does not have the accent, since it is an unclitic pronoun. Well, I do not remember this.
In critic. Okay. Okay, well, okay. Go back to lesson 10. Look at lesson 10.6. Remember, look at proclitic and enclitic.
Yes, sir, we did. But I don't really remember. We did them long time.
Okay, so therefore, that is good for you to go back and review. That's supposed to be in lesson 10.
Lesson 10.
And 10. Yeah, do look at demonstrative pronoun. I'll look
Yes.
at 10.6.
You said 10 point what?
Let me see, it's 10 point what?
I think it's supposed to be 9.6.
Yeah, 9.6, yes. Yeah, because I think I made some adjustment. Yeah, 9.6.
Yes, sir. 9.6. Proclitics and enclitics. Several words in the New Testament are accented with an adjoining word. Grammarians have named these words proclitics and enclitics because they are accented and pronounced with words that either precede or follow them. A proclitic is so closely associated with the following word that it has no accent.
No, Mhm.
Can I move
Continue.
on? All right.
Yeah.
And these
So,
pronouns,
so when we talk about clitics, we are talking about words that have what? No accent or word have accent before them. I want for you to get it clear.
well, it has accent under certain conditions.
Okay. Read under 9.6a.
Oh, you were talking about proclitics. All right, it says
Yes.
a proclitic is so closely associated with the following word that it has no accent of its own and is pronounced as a part of that word.
Mhm.
Proclitics, which you have studied up to this point, include certain forms of the definite article, o, oi, he,
A.
I.
I.
The
Negative
negative
part of.
particle, ook, 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 and the prepositions heis, ek, eggs, and n. A proclitic does not alter the accent of an adjacent word. Well, of adjacent words.
Is.
Now, letter B.
Yeah. It does. Yeah. Any word that is close by, the closest one to it. The one that comes before, one that comes after. Look at the enclitic now.
Yes, sir. An enclitic joins the preceding word with the result that it loses its accent under certain conditions. Often the preceding word has its accent altered. The enclitic you have learned are the unaccented forms of the personal pronoun. Mu, moi, me, su, soy, se. The particle de and the present tense of I may, except for he and a nai. The rules for accenting proclitics and enclitics
Yeah.
and
Okay. So if
adjacent
you notice,
words.
you could say for the yeah, no. So for enclitics, you're basically saying a words that don't have any accent of their own. Make it simple.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So continue now from page 137, lesson 27.
Yes, sir.
The reciprocal pronoun of alone represents.
Yes, sir. Now the reciprocal pronoun allelon represent an interchange of action between plural subject members. This pronoun appears in only 3 case forms in the New Testament. Allelon, genitive plural, allelois, dative plural, and allelus, accusative plural. Example, agapetoi, agapomen, allelus. Beloved, let us love one another. 1 John 4:7.
Okay. So have you seen the interchange of the action there?
Agapetoi, agapomen.
Yeah, but have you seen the interchange of action between the plural subject?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it is what it is.
Love one another.
Exactly. In other words, I must love you, you must love me. The other
Back.
one is a change.
Yes,
And
sir.
this is the word used, this is the word that is used. The reciprocal pronoun is
Yes,
used
sir.
to emphasize an interchange of action between plural subject members. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Like as you said, let us love one another. Okay, continue. The reflective pronoun.
The reflexive pronoun hemautu does not appear in the nominative case. The use of a reflexive pronoun in English in the nominative case is expressed in Greek by the intensive use of the personal pronoun. For example, autos ego lego. I myself say. We can see lesson 10.3, letter
Yes.
C.
Then 3, it might be lesson 9.32 as well as, because there's a, let's look at lesson 10.3 and see.
Yes, sir. 10.3. Letter C, 10.3.
I mean, so is it 10.3? Is 9.3?
And let me
Yeah,
take a
it's
look at it.
9.3.
Well, it says
Yeah, it's
10.3.
9.3.
At that.
Yeah, look at 9.3.
All right, so I'm going for it. 9.3. Yes, sir. Letter C. Use of autos in the nominative. The word autos is seldom, which means it is used rarely in the nominative as a personal pronoun. Rather, it has other distinctive usage.
Yeah, go down to another intensive use of autos is with a pronoun or an unexpressed subject.
Okay, sir. Another intensive use of autos is with a pronoun or an unexpressed subject of a verb. Example, autos ego lego or autos lego. I myself say. Autos su legeis or autos legeis. You yourself say. Autos legei, he himself says. Aute legei, she herself says.
Right. So this is the one that we were looking at. Where
Yes,
so
sir.
it's not 10.3, it is 9.3.
All
Okay.
right, sir.
There is, yeah, so there is a typographical error right there, which we have to correct in our books as
Yes, sir.
we go along to make it much easier for us to understand as we seek to explain. Okay. So that body reflective with autos, ego, lego, I myself say. So you're going to do this for emphasis sake. I myself say.
Say.
So this basically is in the middle voice. Remember there are
Yes,
three
sir.
voices. You have the active voice, you have the passive voice, and you have the middle voice. We seldomly use the middle voice in English today. You know, it sounds a little bit what should I say, repetitive. So we don't use that, but most of the statements of Jesus in the Bible is used in the middle voice, and it is in Greek. The middle voice was used for emphasis sake, so you have to understand that. The active voice is the subject is acting. I write, or I am writing. And then the passive voice means the subject is being acted upon by an outside force or an outside agent. Either I'm being led, I'm being fed, means I'm not feeding myself, neither am I leading myself. Somebody is either feeding me, somebody is either leading me. And again, the passive voice, the middle voice is used whereby the subject is participating in the result of the action. And it is used mainly for emphasis sake. If Jesus
Yes,
wants
sir.
to emphasize anything, some subject, he will put that in the
Middle voice.
middle voice. So you need to bear this in mind in your exegesis, in your translation, that even though you may not put it in the middle voice in the smooth, then in the rough you put it, and then you're going to make your comments that obviously, based on the fact that this is used in the middle voice, then something is emphasized here, that the writer, whoever that writer is emphasizing something.
Yes, sir.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
We continue.
The reflexive pronoun indicates action of the subject upon itself. Thus, this pronoun provides a way other than the middle voice to give the reflexive idea. See lesson 11.
Okay. All right. Let's see if we can find that. Lesson 11. If not, we'll have to. That is why I don't like the electronic books, because you have to be scrolling down and touching this to get the lights.
So where is your book, sir?
My book?
Yeah.
I have it right here.
Oh, well, I thought when you say that you are using an electronic one.
No. I said that is the reason why I don't like to use it.
Yes, sir. Oh, well, sir, I'm there already, but I just don't know where to start reading. Let me see, what were we talking about? We were talking about subject upon itself. Oh yeah, the middle voice. Should I start reading from 11.2, sir? Brother Dunbar? Your mic is muted, Brother Dunbar. Brother Dunbar, your mic is muted.
Are you hearing me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Starting from 11.2.
11.4.
11.4. All right.
Yeah, and look at direct middle. 11.4, although the middle voice.
Although the middle voice has many shades of meaning, The following uses are important for understanding this construction. Direct middle. The reflexive use is the one nearest the basic idea. It refers the result of the action directly to the agent. O anthropos egeretai. The man is rising, well, he's raising himself up.
Okay.
The reciprocal is similar, except in this usage, a plural subject engages in an interchange of action. Oi, anthropoi, didaspontai. The men are teaching one another. Indirect middle. Here, the subject is acting with reference to itself or in behalf of itself. Lambanetai Dora. She is taking gifts for herself. Intensive middle. The stress is on your mic is muted against.
Okay. Are you hearing me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Continue.
Same 11.4. All right.
Intensive middle.
Yes, sir. Intensive middle. The stress is on the agent producing the action rather than participating in it. The word self may be used to show the strong involvement of the subject in the action. Didasketai ten aletian. Well, alethean. He himself is teaching the truth. The idea is that he and no other is doing the teaching.
Okay, so again, you get the idea of what the lesson is basically saying, the intensive middle, whereby the subject is participating in the result of the what? Of the action.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Continue from where we stopped. And page 138 now.
Yes,
Reflexive
sir.
pronouns.
Reflexive pronouns. First person, masculine singular. Emautu, emauto, emauton. First person singular feminine. Emautes, emaute, emauten. First person plural masculine. Eauton, emautois, emautus. First person plural feminine. Eauton, emautais, emautas. Second person singular masculine. Seautu, seauto, seauton. Second person feminine plural. Seautes, seaute, seauten. Second person plural masculine. Eauton, eautois, eautus. Second person feminine plural. Eauton, eautais, eautas. Third person masculine singular. Eautu, eauto, eauton. Third person feminine singular. Eautes, eaute, eauten. Third person, neuter singular, eauton, eauto, eauto. Third person, masculine plural, eauton, eautois, eautus. Third person, feminine plural, eauton, eautais, eautas. Third person, neuter plural, eauton, eautois, eauta. Brother Dunbar, your mic is muted. All right. The negative pronoun who days and may days are declined or declined alike. Both pronouns have the singular forms only. Sometimes the neuter form may tend and the masculine form utes appear in the New Testament. See vocabulary. These pronouns are a combination of the numeral on combined with the negative particles today and made. Both of the pronouns are declined like the numeral is, mia, hen, as seen below. For examples, udeis, erketai, was, ton, patera, me, dia, emu. No one comes to the Father except through me.
Yeah,
John
it's
14,
patira.
verse 6.
Continue.
Okay, sir. Now we have medeis, planato, humas. Let no one deceive you. 1 John 3:7. Now, for the singular masculine, we have eis, and we have henos, heni, hena. Feminine singular, mia, mias, mia, mian. Neuter singular, hen, henos, heni, hen. Letter G, prominent numerals. In the New Testament, in addition to eis, mia, hen, are duo, two, treis, three, three, hepta, 7, and dodeca, 12. Greek numerals form 5 to 10 are indeclinable, but duo and tres are declined in some of the cases which appear below. For the masculine, feminine, and neuter, duo, duo, duci or ducin, and then duo.
Singular. And the plural now.
Yes, sir. The plural now, well, are we sure, sir?
Huh?
Is it that what it is? Because
What?
well, you said now for the plural. I'm not seeing it yet. The plural.
Yeah. Yeah, you have the plural, you have tres.
Well, tres now is for another number.
Tres is for 139. Tres is a continuation. Tres is for you have the this is a masculine, feminine, and neuter.
Yes, sir. I thought like because there are two different words, like duo and tres are two
Yeah.
different words.
Right. I got carried away. It says plural. Continue.
Okay, sir. Trace, Trion, Tracy,
Son.
trace.
Yeah.
Now feminine, trace, Trion, Tracy,
Tracing.
trace. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Neuter, tria, trion, tricin, tria.
Okay.
Now letter H. Some consider Amos, Amy, Amon, Sos, Se, Son, and Toyutus, Toyaute, Toyauto as pronouns, while others classifying them as adjectives. Both Amos and Sos are declined regularly. They agree with the noun they modify in gender, number, and case. Although these words are used frequently in the New Testament, the normal way to express my or your is with the genitive of the first and second plural pronouns. We can see lesson 9.2 for that. The correlative, the correlative pronoun or adjective toiutos is a combination of toi and utos and is usually translated such.
Okay, so this has been a mouthful of big mouthful of pronouns with their usage and their declension, etc., etc. This basically would be necessary, like when you sit down to do like your exegesis and you look at these words, then you can trace their origin and you can see how they are being used.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
so as to avoid confusion in the translation. Okay,
Yes,
so now we have 8, 10. We have about what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. About 8 translation.
2, 3, 4,
9. 9.
6, 9. 9 of them.
9. Right. So do you think you can? I am not going to go to another lesson because it's going to take up too much notes to revise. So what I'm saying that if you want to use some of the next hour and do some of these translations and then basically have them ready for next class. I don't know if you want to do that now or you want to take a break, because normally we should have taken a 10 minutes break, but
Yes,
we
sir.
didn't. Yeah.
Well,
And so
I can take them as assignment and bring them to you on the next Tuesday.
right. So what I'm simply saying, what you could do if you want to use your time wisely, you could use another 10 minutes from the class and start doing some of the translation.
Yes, sir. I basically agree with that, but instead I'm gonna see if I can get something to, because I am hungry, sir.
All right. Okay. I'm sorry.
But
All
later
right.
on
So
I'll start doing them, and next Tuesday I will have them ready for you.
all right. So go and get something to eat, then I will talk.
Yes, sir. No problem.
All right. You take care.
Yes, sir. You too.
I need a phone, Bone.
I'm ending the meeting, sir.
Okay. Oh.